It's game time! Carthage Tiger football on KDMO and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network.
We'd like to thank our proud sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Garrison Construction, Peachtree Dental, Lauren DeBeauty and Adam Bridges of Farm Bureau Insurance, Reeves Tire, Boomer's Barbecue, Tony Williams of State Farm Insurance, Law Office of Webster and Carlton, Sirloin Stockade, Zyder Tax Service, Kelly Ott of Farmers Insurance, Community National Bank and Trust, Dr. Manzer, Wood Ford, Wood Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bob Brown of American Family Insurance, Ott's Food Products, Joe Ryder of Edward Jones Investments, Levi Utter and eXp Realty, Bear Acres Family YMCA, Missouri Southern State University, Jerry Poston of State Farm Insurance, Schmidt CPAs and Advisors, Nell Mortuary, Dick Insurance, Turf Tamers Lawn Care, Carthage Water and Electric, Ross Kennard, Wells Fargo Investment Advisors, Carthage Area McDonald's, Grace Lane's Bowling Alley, Daylight Donut and Whistler's Hamburgers, Clothesline Cleaners, Car Center of Carthage, J Builders, Carthage Dental Associates, 24 Hour Fitness, Probert Auto, Jeff Hodkin of American Family Insurance, Wilkinson Pharmacy, Roscoe's.
And now, the voice of Carthage Tiger football, Jim Taylor.
The Tigers are in Carl Junction here tonight. Good evening, everyone. Jim Taylor with you as the Tigers lost at the 157 mark last Friday at home against Nixa. Lost that one by a score of 22-21, trying to get back on the winning track here as the Carl Junction Bulldogs, who won their first game, have lost their last two and have lost rather handily, but they've always given Carthage some trouble over here at their home place, and we'll see what happens as the Tigers are coming down the walkway, and they're coming across on the opposite field, obviously, and Carl Junction yet to make an appearance, but the band is out here. We've had the nice choral group with the national anthem starting on things off on a good note, so to speak, and we're just about ready to go. We talked to Coach Guidey, and we'll hear from him right after this message on the Probert Auto Body pregame show back here in 30 seconds with Coach John Guidey on Music Radio 93.5.
Wes and Corinne Probert and the whole gang at Probert Auto Body wants to thank you for supporting our Carthage Tigers. With over 30 years experience, Probert Auto Body is a full-service shop doing collision repair, paint, auto glass, spray and bed liners, and more. They're happy to help you with any job, big or small. Just call 825-4285 or come by the shop at 2030 Suburban Street, just off Fairview. Probert Auto Body is open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and Saturdays by appointment. Go Tigers!
Tigers try to get back on the winning track after losing a heartbreaker to Nixa 22-21, a game that you had, and then turnovers kill you, obviously.
Yeah, the turnover was huge, don't get me wrong, and it was probably one of maybe 5 or 6 one plays that if it went differently, then maybe we come out on top. When we fumbled the ball there, we were up 7 with 6 minutes left on their 40 and first down. So very good situation to be in. And what we would give it, if we had to do it 100 times, we'd give it to Luke 100 times right there. He hadn't fumbled in about 300 carries, and so it was just one of those fluke things. However, our defense came out after that and got a stop and forced a punt, and we didn't field that punt at the 25-yard line, and it ended up rolling down to the 1-yard line. And this was a game where we felt like we had to go for it on 4th down, and we did 7 times, converted 6 of them. But when you get down there on the run and you get a 3rd and 2, that's a little bit different, than if you your midfield or whatever and take a chance. And so obviously we couldn't go for it on 4th down there. We couldn't get out of that situation. Had to punt, give the ball back to them, and ultimately they came down and scored and got the 2-point conversion. But I felt like, just kind of in shock there after the game because our kids played so hard. Like, they played with great effort. They really did. And executed what we wanted them to, almost to perfection there. They're very explosive offense, like we had talked about, and scoring about 54 points a game. And we certainly didn't want them to to unload on us that way, and we felt like the best way to do that was to control the clock and control the ball and keep their offense on the sideline. And I think for the most part we were able to do that. We went on a 11.5-minute drive there, which is almost a full quarter, and ended up scoring on that possession, maybe 22 plays, something like that, and converting on third downs and fourth downs, and meanwhile their offense is over there on the sideline. So I'm really proud of our kids. I'm really proud of the effort they gave. Made some mistakes, obviously, but you can't discredit the effort that our kids made against a very good Nixa team.
Yeah, I'm with you. I kind of thought they pretty much controlled the game for the most part.
Well, we controlled the ball. I think we outgained them in total yards, obviously in time of possession, going on that 11.5-minute drive. And that's hard to do sometimes in high school football, 20, 21, 22 plays, and had to overcome some penalties, had to convert on fourth downs and things like that. So, again, just really happy with the effort of our players.
Tonight you go on the road to Carl Junction. How much of a road to call it a virtual home game?
Yeah, it really is. We've had some really good football games with CJ over the last few years, and playing at their place poses some issues as well. Coach Beck does a really good job over there with what he has, and again, their offense is very multiple. They'll spread you out across the field. They'll throw some tunnels. They'll throw deep. They'll run the ball. They get some 2 tight end looks and run the ball very well. And then defensively, they have 7 starters back that have 6 of them started a year ago, and then they have the nose guard that didn't play last year but started as a sophomore. So they got 7 kids back up front that I feel like are really solid football players. They really do a good job. And I know they gave up 55 points last week to Neosho, but that's not because of those kids up front. Neosho throws the ball probably 40, 50 times and able to put up some points in a hurry. But so our offensive line is going to have a very challenging week. And I think, defensively we have to be prepared to defend the entire field and eliminate some big shots on that side too.
Wes and
Hey Tiger fans, this is Jeff Hodgkin at American Family Insurance, 800 South Garrison Avenue here in Carthage. Stop by my office or call 359-3399 to see how we can help you with your insurance needs. Wishing all students and faculty a safe and healthy year. Go Tigers!
Tigers, be Cooper Javelin at quarterback, Luke Gall is the running back, H-back Landon Collins. The receivers are Hudson Moore and Chris Mejia. You can also see Rogers at that position. And the tight end is Tyler Willis. The front line is Edward Corretto, Grayson Browning, Malachi House, Drew Mushy, and Micah Lindsay will be the center. On the Carl Junction defense, they will have Aiden Beechner along with Josh McDermott, Dylan Robbins, Parson Winder, and Ross Craig along the front lines. They use only 2 linebackers, Braxton Dobbs and Bentley Roden. And we have Aiden Bard and Dexter Merrill at the safeties, and the corners are Tony Stewart and Malachi Moore. Carl Junction's offense will be Merrill at quarterback. Stewart will be the running back. Dodds and Bard, along with Moore, will be the receivers, and a wingback will be Roden. Carthage will kick, so they won the toss and deferred. Tyler Willis will be the defender for the front line, led by him and Micah Lindsay. Anthony DeLeon, Landon Freeman are the other defensive linemen. Tavion Bailey, Luke Gall, Clay Kinder, the linebackers. Jadison Davis-Maxey is the safety, along with Davion King, Aiden Rogers, Mason Freisinger. They are the corners. So Carthage won the toss, so they will go ahead and kick. So like to get that ball second half. They lost the toss last week. It always really has no bearing most of the time, but you kind of usually when your team wins the toss, they end up winning the game. But so if you want to go by bad luck or good luck there, that's fine for you, even though I've done that myself for many years. Our kickoff brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. We'll take a 30-second pause here from them, and then we'll have tonight's game in Week 4, Carthage and Carl Junction. You're listening to Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
National Bank and Trust is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger Football opening kickoff. Loyalty, hard work, and dedication are key elements of any successful team. And Community National Bank and Trust appreciates everyone's efforts in making the Carthage Tigers a success this year. As a valued member of the Carthage community, Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. The local bank that is small enough to know you, yet big enough to serve you. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
On Boxcast and YouTube, 1490 KDMO.com. So far only 70, but there's a small crowd here tonight, so hopefully we'll have more. And the kick is fielded by Piles, and he will run up the far side. He's got an opening to the 30, near side 40, down the sideline 45, and out of bounds near midfield. So not a good beginning, as Carl Junction has great field position just inside their own territory, I think. They haven't spotted the ball just yet. It is, well, it was at midfield. Now they've moved it into Carthage territory. Now, where are they going to spot it? Looks like it's going to be midfield. There we go. Handoff going sideways is the ball carrier, nothing doing. That's Tony Stewart. Clay Kinder from the linebacking position, and it's a loss of 3, so it's back to the 47. So second down there, 13 yards to go. Man comes in motion. It'll be the quarterback keeping, goes straight ahead, spins off one man, but there's Lindsay to slow him down enough along with Kinder, and he'll make it back to midfield. Freeman finished him off. And King will be also there. So it'll be third down and 10 from midfield. Ryder Piles took the opening kickoff and ran it to midfield, so here's hopefully a third down stop right here at the midfield stripe. Third down may have been movement there by CJ. Back to throw off to the left side. There's a catch at the 36-yard line. It'll be a first down. Catch made by Aiden Bard. The game here 2 years ago, Carl Junction got out to a 13-0 lead and actually led 27 at the half before Carthage came back with a 1-point win. Last year they shut out the Bulldogs at home 28-0. Right now, good field position has him a new first down at the 37. Wants to throw out again. It's caught out there by Moore, and he's shut down after about 3 yards. He'll make the 33. Freisinger made the stop, but an advancement. They're going to give him an extra yard out of it, so it'll be second down and 6. Ball at the near hash. With Merrill at quarterback, Aiden Bard comes in motion, fake to him, give to Stewart. He's in trouble, and he gets past one line of tacklers, but Willers is there to meet him for a loss of a yard back at the 34. Kinder also there, so need the 27. So it'll be 3rd and 7. They converted just moments ago on that pass play. More than likely, 2-play territory should they not make it on the 3rd down. Wing to the left, receiver on the left as well as the right. Merrill gets a high snap, rolls, throws it out, and it's dropped. Bard was open, but it was a little bit behind him, and then he tried to turn before he caught it, and it's incomplete. He was headed to the sidelines, and they threw it off to his left shoulder. He reached around there. It looked like he was going to pull it in, but not to be, so they're going to go for it at the Carthage 34. 6 plays into it, no score. As the defense tries to stop Carl Junction right here, Bard wide left. And they have Moore on the near side. Merrill to throw again. He'll roll left. Still rolling, now throws, and it's caught. That's Bard to the 20, first down. So now you got to reset again for 4 more plays. So CJ taking advantage of that midfield start. They put him down at the 18. Merrill takes a long look toward the sidelines. They're down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Empty backfield. Now man comes in motion. Fake the end around. Merrill will take it, and he'll move to the 15. Still has some more yardage and maybe the 14. Be just inside the 15, taken in by De Leon. And Kinder been very busy from that linebacker position. So 2nd down and 7. No score. First drive of the game. Two receivers go, slot right and wide right. Single back is Stewart. And Merrill will drop back, wants to throw it on a crisscross and dropped. Malachi Moore tried to break it back across the middle of the field. So here we are, 3rd down. And again, 2-play territory. Third down and 7. Carla's used up the first 4 minutes of the first quarter. Bard comes back in. He's had 2 key catches thus far. And he goes in motion to the right side. And they'll give to Stewart. Looks for a block. Can't get it. Will get positive yards. He'll make the 13. They need the 9 to keep it alive. Actually, they need the 8. It started at the 18. So it's just outside the 8 is where they need to get a first down. But they're going to go for 3. And it will be Xavier Perkins to try. It would be a 31-yard field goal. Here it comes. It's on the way. And it is good. So Perkins gets a 31-yard field goal. And Carl Junction gets the first score. 3-0 Bulldogs. And the Tigers get the ball back for the first, or get it for the first time when we come back. There we go. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Fair Acres Family-Wide cheers on the Carthage Tigers. The coaches, players, and their families all deserve a hearty congratulations and a sincere thank you for their sacrifice and hard work. As Fair Acres Family-Wide works to build strong kids, strong families, and strong communities, they know that good sportsmanship goes a long way in developing one's character. Fair Acres Family-Wide is proud to be part of Carthage and a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger broadcasts. Go Tigers!
7:31 to go in the first quarter. CJ gets the first score. 34 yards and 9 plays. Made up for the rest of it on that field goal. Here's the kick, end over end. Taken and fumbled and picked up by Maxey. He gets across the 20 and he'll make the 23. So first possession for Carthage at their own 23. A lot of whistle blowing. Did something happen? No, we have a water break already. So we're going to take a break, come back here in 1 minute, 3-0 Carl Junction. You're listening to Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Grill, just off the Carthage Square, wishes the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics, but also in the classroom. The owners, management, and staff at Roscoe's know that hard work and diligent effort are keys to achieving goals, and they look forward to those young students embracing their challenges of tomorrow and contributing back to our community as good citizens. Roscoe's is proud to be a part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and they cheer on our Carthage Tigers. Go Blue! Go Tigers!
American Family Insurance.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Carthage, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Bob Brown from the Bob Brown Agency. Call me at 358-9715 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Robert Brown, agent at Bob Brown Agency, 417-358-9715, or stop by 1921 South Garrison Avenue in Carthage today.
Got that you can still get called for offsides without making contact. One of the linemen jumped, and the referees and the officials just looked at each other. Finally, one of them blew the whistle and fired the flag up in the air. So 5 yards before the first play from scrimmage for Carl. That'll set up a 1st and 5 for Carthage. It'll be from the 30-yard line. Just heard from Bob Brown. I nearly ran him over in the grocery store Wednesday morning. Like he had to holler at me. Receivers left and right, low snap. They give it off to Gall, comes across the 30, finds it hard going. He makes the 33-yard line. It was Dobbs on the stop for Carl Junction. Too many C's tonight. So 2nd down, a little bit less than 3-0 Carl Junction. Jadwin takes the snap, gives to Gall, tries to sweep it to the right side, spins, gets a 1st down, breaks a tackle, 40, and makes the 41. On the stop was Rowden. So 1st and 10 for Carthage. They did a good job last week controlling that football. Had a 17-play drive in that game against Nixa, but needed that ball control in the 4th quarter, but a turnover took care of that early when they had a chance to run some clock. Trail here 3-0. Fake the sweep. Jadwin goes straight ahead and gets about 2 yards. And they push him back. They'll put him at the 42. Keith on the stop. 2nd down and 8. Receivers go left and right, and a slot to the left, and now he goes in motion. That's Rogers. And Jadwin thought about optioning it. Now he'll have to come back inside. He'll pay the price. No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up. Thought he was going to pitch it to Gall, but he decided to cut back in. There was a crowd of Carl Junction people waiting on either one of them. So he decided to forego the possibility of a turnover, and he kept it himself and actually lost a yard. So it's 3rd down and 10. They need the 49 of Carl Junction. 3-0 Carl Junction, after starting out at midfield after the opening kickoff. Here goes Jadwin rolling. Still wants to throw, fires, and low, incomplete. Intended for Willis. So it is 4th down. So only one 1st down and most likely a punt. It'll be Micah Lindsay dropping back inside the 30. Bentley Rowden stands back for Carl Junction. And a wild snap. Lindsay picks it up. He's in trouble. He has to reverse field, and he's going to be hit at the 14-yard line. Now the ball pops out and maybe taken in for a touchdown, and it is. Now Lindsay tried to pick it up and run. The ball popped out, and it was picked up and ran in for a touchdown. So at 4:58, here we go again at CJ. About the 16 yards on the fumble return. I believe it was Bollinger who picked it up. So not a good beginning here at Carl Junction, a team that came in at 1-2. And it will be Jarvis to add, Perkins rather, to add the extra point. Kick is up Liner, and no good. Off to the right. But it's 9-0 Carl Junction back here in, we'll go 1 minute. This is Tiger football on Music Radio 93.5.
Webster and Carleton knows that it takes more than athletes to make a great team. From the coaches and teachers to parents and extended family, it takes the entire community to support our student athletes and make the Carthage Tigers a success. Webster and Carleton is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tigers sports broadcast, and they salute everyone who are cheering for our Tigers. The law firm of Webster and Carleton, offices in Joplin, 417-781-5690. Go Tigers and go Big Blue!
Where will you be in 4 years? At Missouri Southern State University, we're here to help you achieve your life goals. Small class sizes allow you to develop a more personal relationship with your instructors and practice your skills in immersive environments. From a healthcare simulation center to crime scene investigation, state-of-the-art science labs, a mock courtroom, and much more. Study abroad opportunities can help you develop a global mindset. Learn more about our high-quality educational opportunities at mssu.edu.
Nothing, Carl Junction, and watching onside here. You got Carl Junction feeling some momentum here. And they're going to pooch it near side. And it's taken at the 35, 37-yard line. It was Trevor Meadows on the catch. Caught it cleanly. That's all you're really worried about in that instance. So there's a bright side here. Carthage has the ball back, and they're at the 38-yard line. Receiver out on the right. Comes in motion. That's Mejia. Fake to him. Give to Gall through the middle. Tripped up at the 40. He'll get a couple. Taken out from under by Bentley Rowden. So only 2 yards there for Gall. Second down right now. Carl is blowing Carthage away on the line. After a team that gave up multiple touchdowns the last 2 weeks, they're looking good here in the first quarter. Second down. Gall takes a direct snap, and there he goes to the midfield stripe, to the 40, far sideline, 30, to the 20. Bay outrun the last man. He will. Touchdown. Well, you gripe long enough, something happens. Luke Gall takes it 60 yards at 4:08 to go here in the first quarter. Whine and complain, and they finally give in. So we'll try to get it to 9-7 as Mejia will try to add the extra point. And it's good. So 4:08 left to go in the first quarter. A lot of scoring compacted into this first 8 minutes. 9-7 Carl Junction over Carthage. Back in 30 seconds. Tiger football on Music Radio 93.5.
Ford is proud to bring Carthage High School sports this school year. Competition builds good character in our students, and a sense of teamwork and good sportsmanship only serve to make our student athletes better citizens. The employees and management at Wood Ford say, go blue, go Tigers, and remember, Wood Ford delivers competitive deals every day. There's no need to leave Carthage to find a good deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle. Wood Ford, part of Wood Motor Company, a solid name you can trust.
62 yards on 2 plays. And Carthage back within a couple at 9-7. Last week they short kicked it to prevent a long return. They kicked it deep tonight, and Carl took it to midfield and ended up getting a field goal. They just moments ago got a fumble return for a touchdown. Here's Mejia's kick, and Piles has it at the 10. He comes to the 20, shakes off a man, breaks another tackle, but he'll only make the 24 this time. Davion King was over there, along with Jonah Eby. So for Carthage, Carl starting in a little better spot, more real estate to defend, and hopefully get the ball back. And Merrill has it, and he'll roll right. Throws it, and the ball is caught at the 30. And it'll be about a 6-yard gain as Freisinger takes down the receiver, which was Hagerman. So 2nd down and 5. They put it at the 29. 9-7 Carl Junction. And Starks in the backfield for Carl. Fake the reverse, give to Starks, and he's dropped by Lindsay back behind the line, all the way back to the original line of scrimmage, the 24. Hung out to dry, pardon the cliche, but Lindsay was right there, and nice solo spot and tackle. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. There was a 3rd down conversion and a 4th down conversion on that first CJ drive, and that will drive you crazy all night long if you let them keep doing it. 3rd down and 10. Send 3 receivers out left. Merrill wants to throw out that way, and it's behind the receiver, incomplete. Intended over there for Kyler Stewart. It will be 4th down for Carl, so a 3 and out looks to be the result this time. It'll be Kinder to drop back by himself. He'll go backpedaling inside the 40. There's the snap, no rush. And they'll kick it away and get away from it, blocking back. Now Kinder does get away from it. And the ball's going to roll inside the 30, and about the 27 is where they'll down it. That ball had a half a chance of hitting Aiden Rogers, and sometimes when you're going down there to block and you don't know where that ball is, they'll make contact, and it's a free football. So 26-yard line is where Carthage takes it over. They went 62 yards just moments ago. We had 2 touchdowns, 1 for each side within 50 seconds. Jadwin awaits the snap, and he gets it. Gives off to Gall, shakes by the first man, moves up to the 29, and he's dropped there. Bottom of the stack was Donnie Keith. How can you say the bottom of the stack? You say that all the time, but it's like, it doesn't come to think of it. That's the base. That's not the stack. You're here by yourself, you ponder everything, even right in the middle of a game. 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. 9-7 Carl Junction. 2nd down and 7. Jadwin will keep it himself. Tries to zigzag through, and he got a nice pop from, I believe, Keith again. And Rowden on the stop, but Jadwin did get to the 32-yard line, so they need the 36, so it's still makeable at 3rd and 4. Perkins got a 31-yard field goal for Carl. Bollinger got a 16-yard fumble return. They missed the extra point. 2-play drive moments ago by Gall, taking 60 of those yards for a touchdown. 3rd down, man in motion, Rogers. Fake to him. Give to Gall. He's in trouble, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 30. That was too slow in developing, and CJ was right there to meet him. He'll lose about a yard. So 4th down coming up. Oh, they actually gave him a yard on that. Wow. So 4th and 3. They put 2 receivers, 1 left, 1 right. Now Gall joins it in a slot to the left. This probably will be a quick kick, and it is. End over end, see if it gets a good roll. And it kind of dies at the 35, will roll to the 34. And taken there. Hudson Moore will down it. Now Carl Junction has the ball back, so a 3 and punt for for Carthage. And now Carl Junction will have it at the 29. You're going to not believe me at the end of the game. Once you start something, you get the mental block. So it's slap myself between quarters. Maybe that'll help. 1st and 10 for Carl Junction at the 29. They lead 9-7. They're going to throw it out on a lateral pass. It's complete. And across the 30 to the 32-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of about 3. Be 2nd down. There's Braxton Dobbs, I believe, on the catch. Coming down to the last 35 seconds of the first quarter. Man goes in motion. They give it to him and nothing doing. That's going to be a loss back to the 24. Tyler Willis met the man on the end around. That was Jet Mills, and he was anything but. They're going to lose 2 yards. Back to the 27. Sets up a 3rd and 11, but we'll go to the other end of the field. That's the end of the first quarter. Carl Junction will have a 3rd and 11 when we come back, and they lead Carthage right now 9-7 after 1. Back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Athletics, keeping score is required to separate winning from losing. In business, accounting is the art of keeping score of financial matters. The team at the certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be your financial score-keeping specialist. If your current method of keeping score doesn't measure up, call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090 to determine if professional accounting will benefit your business. Properly designed accounting and payroll services are an investment that will keep your business in the winner's circle. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances. Your local Farmers Insurance agent, Kelly Out, is proud to be a part of the Carthage community and knows that planning for the future makes all the difference in a person's life. The personal values of hard work, truth, and honesty will help our young students become good citizens and the leaders of tomorrow. Kelly Out, your local Farmers Insurance agent with offices just off the Carthage Square at 231 East 4th Street, is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger broadcast and says, Go Tigers!
Back here in Carl Junction, Bulldogs lead the Tigers right now by a score of 9-7. Jim Taylor with you in the action and trying to get another 3 and out here. Wants to throw, fires incomplete. That was nearly picked off. King had a shot at it. The receiver, who was Dobbs, wasn't even ready for the ball as Merrill fired it. So it's going to be 4th down. So it will be Perkins to punt it away. Small rush, fair catch, Kinder at the 36. So this Carthage offense needs to get rolling here. They'll take it on their own 36. As soon as I say that, they've moved it up a yard. So it's the 37. 9-7 Carl Junction. Jadwin wants to throw it out in the flat. It is caught by Moore, and he gets to the 44. So a nice gain out of it. Nice also solo tackle there. Aiden Bard playing both ways, made the stop. But it moves to the 44. 2nd down and 4. Thanks for watching on Boxcast tonight along YouTube with 1490kdmo.com. Root Harder. 2nd down and 4. Gall takes the snap, tries to go over left side, and he moves close to a 1st down. Where the linesman on the far side is, that is enough. It was Stewart on the stop for Carl Junction, but it is a first down. Carl Junction got a 31-yard field goal from Perkins, made it 3-0. Carthage got a first down on their first drive, ended up having a punt, high snap, chased down by Lindsey. He tried to do what he could with it, and he fumbled it on the way down, and it was picked up for a 16-yard fumble recovery. Here's a low snap. Gall gets it up the middle, and he is off and running and running and running. Hello, Stringtown. That's a touchdown. That goes from 52 yards away. Comes at 10:33 to go, and now Carthage on top. Mejia will add the extra point. Had a double pump on the hold there, but it's good. Thing kind of bounced, but Mejia compensates, and it's now 14-9 Carthage as we take a 30-second pause and come back. You're listening to Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Tiger Sports is all about teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. Dr. Michael Woody and the team at Peachtree Dental support all of the players and coaches that make Tiger Sports so great. They offer a full range of treatment options that can be personalized to meet your unique needs and expectations, including orthodontics for all ages. Peachtree Dental always welcomes new patients of every age. For a better dental experience, give Peachtree Dental a call at 358-2233. Go Tigers!
63 yards and 3 plays, and Luke Gall still running down Highway JJ. Going to end up in Bell Center Road here in a few seconds. Giving you a geography lesson as we go along. Here's Mejia with the kick. Short, end over end. Taken by Pyle again at the 20. Now reverses field, tries to go wide, and it's to the 25 and no further. Couldn't quite turn the corner. Had he done it, we'd have been in trouble again as Eby made the stop. So with Carl Junction trailing for the first time at 14-9, they'll have the ball at the 24. This is their 4th possession. Each team's had it 4 times. And we have a water break, I believe. No, we're going to play. Looked like the whole Carl Junction team was going to the sideline, but then Carthage was headed that way too, so that's not the case unless they're buying. But 1st and 10 from the 24. Merrill. They flip it on a reverse to Piles. He tries to turn it. He's in trouble, and he's dropped all the way back to the 16-yard line. Kinder chased him. I'm trying to get this other single number that I think it was Rogers got him. It was Aiden Rogers who made the stop, but the front line and Kinder chased him wide, and he could not turn the corner. That's going to be a long loss of 6. So 2nd down and 16, 14-9 Carthage after a shaky start. Don't let Carl Junction back up. Merrill looks left, pumps, going to air it out. It's got a man out there, and it is through the hands of Mr. Piles. Incomplete. That could have been a touchdown. He knew he should have had it. So did everybody else that wears red here. 3rd down and 16. So collective whew on the Carthage side for the moment. Receivers go left. Merrill to look that way. He's going to throw it out to Piles. He's going to try again. He's into a crowd, and they're going to drop him. Nice solo spot there by Kinder again. Meadow was there too. And it's 4th down. That's the third 3 and out now for Carl Junction after 9 plays and a field goal, their first possession. Perkins will boot it up very high. Spiraling, and it's going to take a reverse bounce and land at the 46. So Carthage will get that in good shape. So leading by 5, Carthage gets the ball back. Looking at some of the scores, second quarter score, Cardinals lead the Eagles by a 2-0 margin. How about that? A safety. You don't get those in high school very often. At least that's what we got. We'll take a break here as I have the water break. We'll come back here in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Carthage McDonald's, a proud supporter of the Tigers. They recognize the importance of teamwork.
And we'll look at these conference scores. It is 2-0 Webb City. They're in the second quarter. Nixa 14-3 against Branson. Republic 21-13 over Neosho. Those are all second quarter scores. It's 14-9 here, Carthage. From the 47, they give to Gall. A little tougher running this time after 2 of his last 3 carries have netted 120 yards. Actually, 112 to be specific, but he gets only a yard here. Second down and 9. Ball at the 48. Fake handoff. Jadwin wants to throw. He's got a man out there, but it's going to be overthrown. Mejia turned the wrong way. The ball, I don't think, he would have got to it anyway, but he lost a couple of steps when he looked right and the ball went left. So it's third down. There was coverage on the play. It'll be about 9 yards to go for a first down. They need the Carl Junction 43. 8:02 left to go in the first half. Carthage will get the ball for the third quarter. So you'd like to, even if you don't get it here, go ahead and punt them deep and like to get another score, then get that ball to start the third if you can. Jadwin will roll out. He's got a man open, but he will now throw far sideline. It's caught Willis. That guy's open too across the 35. First down at the 32. Well, he had Landon Collins wide open, but he went the extra 5 yards because Willis broke open and got more yards out of it. So either way, the drive would have stayed alive, and they move it to the 33. There was nobody out there in a red shirt. First and 10. Low snap, give to Gall over right side, breaks to the 30 and makes the 25, and he'll gain 8. It'll be second, and they're going to give him an extra little bit, be about a yard and a quarter, it looks like, from here. They put 2 on the board, so second down. Beechner made the stop for Carl Junction. Ball just touching the 25, 14-9 Carthage after trailing 9-0. Jadwin wants to throw again. He's got a man, he rolls left, he's going to throw, and the ball's going to be nearly intercepted in the end zone. Getting his hand on it over there. That was Stewart. He actually had a man open underneath, was Massey, but he was running as a decoy apparently, but he was open. So it'll be 3rd down and 2 yards to go, a little bit less than 2. So not a bad call on 2nd and short, because you figure with a guy like Luke, he should be able to get that 1st down on the next 2 plays. You don't want it to go to 4th down, but Jadwin will give it off to Gall. There he goes, and he gets the 1st down. He just got tripped around the 20. Otherwise, he'd have went in again. He's just inside the 20, but that's enough for a 1st. So Carthage, who came out here kind of with the bends, not being able to stand up, doing anything right that first part of the first quarter, have looked to get a little more solid ground. Man goes in motion, and Jadwin will go straight ahead, breaks the tackle. He's to the 15, and he'll move to the 11 near another 1st down. Stewart was there. It's going to be 2nd down and a long one. Carl Junction scored at 7:31 on a 31-yard field goal. They got a 16-yard fumble return on a botched snap on the punt at 4:58, but then Gall came back 60 yards in 2 plays and got that touchdown at 4:08. They scored again with Luke Gall at 10:33. Here goes Luke, bounces off the pile, and he's in trouble. He'll have to go wide, and he's going to lose yardage back to the 13. He just couldn't quite get the Jets going. He bounced off that first pile, but ended up going back too far, and he really couldn't right himself in time. It was going to be loss of a couple of yards. It's still makeable. It's 3rd down and 3. I thought once he got peeled off of that line, he was going to turn the corner, but he just couldn't quite get there. 5:10 and counting, first half. And Gall takes the snap. He'll try to sweep left. He does. Tries to turn the corner. Does. Goes to the 5. Heads for that pylon. He comes back a step or 2, and it's going to be 1st and goal at the 2. He was going for that corner pylon. Then he had a little bit of freedom to go back right. And then he just got tripped up. So it's going to be 1st down between the 1 and the 2. Again, Gall will take the snap, and he'll go forward, and he will dent the end zone. Touchdown. Comes at 4:34 to go. They'll credit him with 2 yards, and we'll have a stoppage and an official timeout. Coach is coming out on the field. I don't know if looks like there's a down player in the end zone for Carthage. And whoever it is back up. So looks like it is Gall, but he's walking off. So he'll head to the sidelines and try to get that 21st point on the board. And Mejia will get a high snap. The hold is good. And kick is also good. So it's now 21-9 Carthage at 4:34 left to go in the first half. Back here in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Is rooting for the Carthage Tigers. At 24 Elite Gym, you get 24-hour access to cardio, strength training equipment, free weights, and unlimited tanning, all for only $24 a month. Memberships at 24 also include access to all 4 of their locations at no additional charge. On Elk Street in Carthage, 32nd and Main in Joplin, by the mall on North Park Lane in Joplin, and on Madison in Webb City, just north of Walmart. No matter where you live or work, 24 has you covered. 24-hour access, $24 a month, 4 convenient locations. Sign up is easy. Get started on your fitness journey today. Go Tigers.
54 yards on 9 plays. And 21 unanswered points for Carthage right now as they lead 21-9. And Mejia will kick. And it's a poocher. And it's going to be loose. And still loose. And I think Carthage has it at the Carl Junction 48. They do. Looks like Eby's on the bottom. We'll give it to him till we know otherwise. Well, Carl Junction did not have Noah Gray on their special teams, who saved the game last night for the Chiefs. So if you're a Tiger fan and a Chiefs fan, you've had 2 onside kicks go your way in less than 24 hours. As Carthage starts at the 48 of Carl Junction. First time either team has started in the other team's territory. Rogers goes in motion. He'll fake the handoff. Jadwin will, and he bounces off, tries to turn the corner. There's a flag. Whatever happens is going to come back. And Jadwin's actually going to lose yardage. That was a whole mishmash on that one. Flag landed at the CJ 47. Carl Junction might take the play because they ended up getting Jadwin for a loss. There's always that possibility, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and mark it off. As soon as I say that, he'll probably say declined. They will mark it off. So that'll put them back in their own territory at the 39. Both teams, fortunately, have not had to call timeouts, so Carthage has their 3. Lead right now 21-9 after trailing 9-0 at the 4:58 mark of the first quarter. Here goes Gall back in the game. Cuts back, goes left, then right, and pays a price. It's maybe a yard on the play. He gets the 39, so be second down and need to go all the way to the 38-yard line, so a whole bunch of yardage to get. Second down. They call it 23 on the board. Jadwin wants to throw. Now chased out. He'll have to do something with it, and he breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle, 45, comes up to the 47, so he did what he could out of it. Everyone was covered, and nice effort there by Jadwin just to get what he could. That makes it third and about 15. So there are possibilities. Down to 3:20 and counting here in the first half. Receivers platoon in and out. Moore comes out, goes to the left side. And Mejia also in a slot to the left. Jadwin looks that way as he wants to throw. Fires far sideline. It's caught by Rogers, and he'll get near the 40-yard line. They still need the 38, so this is a possibility they'll go for it. He'll get a favorable spot around the 42. So they need 4 yards on fourth down. Clock stopped at 2:49. He was forced out of bounds, so Moore went to the sideline, now comes back in, relays, and heads out on a wide right. And now Carl wants a timeout. So 2:49 left to go in the first half. It's Carthage 21, Carl Junction 9 will only go 30. Back here in the 30 seconds, this is Tiger Football on Music Radio.
Rider, Your Carthage area Edward Jones financial advisor understands the importance of setting long-term goals and building towards them each and every day through diligent hard work. Whether it's in the game or in the classroom, Joe wants the best of our student athletes and the rest of the student body. Joe has always supported the Carthage Tigers and is proud to be part of the community. Joe Ryder of Edward Jones at 2142 South Garrison in Carthage says, "Go Tigers, go!" Member SIPC.
So Carl Junction uses a timeout to try to strategize the 4th and 4 at 2:49 left to go in the first half. Carthage leading 21-9 after trailing 9-0 at 4:58 to go in the first quarter. Carthage is finished with their huddle, so they'll head back. Now Carl Junction, a couple of players are headed out. Coach Buckmaster immediately called the timeout. He didn't like what he saw. So he sees if he can counter and see if there's a counterpoint by Coach Guidey on the other side. They show the same formation with slot right and wide right. 4th down, they need the 38. And Jadwin to throw. He's being rushed. He's going to float it out there for Rogers, and it's too far. So Carl Junction has a chance with 2 timeouts and good field position at 2:45. That holding penalty really messed things up. Had the ball in great field position after recovering an onside kick. So now CJ will start on their own 42. Merrill in the gun and a single setback. And he'll look to throw. He'll swing it out to the left side. It's caught by Bard. He swings past a couple of men. The ball pops out. It lands at the 44. No indication yet. And Carthage says yes, but no official signal. It is Tiger football. Running out of there was Tavion Bailey, all happy, and they give it to Kinder on the recovery. I think he was just being the extra official out there. So Clay Kinder jumps on the football, so a life for the Tigers as they start on the plus 44. And they had the same situation before that 4th down. 3 timeouts. Jadwin wants to throw. He'll swing it out, and it's dropped. Tended out there for Gall, a little bit ahead of him, but still catchable. 2nd down. The steam was building up, but now you got to go back. 2nd down and 10. Gall has scored 3 times. He had 10 going into last week. He scored 2 touchdowns last week, so he has scored 15 touchdowns already. Jadwin to quarterback draw, looking for an opening, gets a block 40, down the sideline 35, ran out of bounds near a 1st down. They will give it to him with a yard to spare at the 33. Nice play there by Jadwin. He had the run all the way. As soon as I say he had a yard to spare, they give him a horrible spot. They put him back behind the stick. So it's 3rd down. And I didn't see him go out of bounds there. So, of course, obviously that's the opposite sideline, but still looked good from here. 3rd down and short. Here's Gall. For sure has the 1st down this time. Breaks a tackle inside the 30, and he'll move to the 25. So each team's had a turnover. One of them, Carl Junction, picked it up and ran it in for a touchdown on a botched snap on a punt. And just moments ago, Carthage, after turning it over on downs, the first play from scrimmage, Stewart coughed it up for Carl Junction, and Kinder recovered. Low snap, Jadwin wants to throw, and through the hands of Moore, incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. That's the last 2 pass plays. Both should have been caught. And the players themselves will tell you that, I'm sure, if you ask them. From the 25, 2nd and 10. 21-9, Carthage. They give it off to Gall, shakes a man. 25, turns the corner, and a flag goes in late. Gall got near a first down, but I'm afraid it's coming back. That's been one Carthage bugaboo on offense so far this year. It's been the holding penalties. And there's another one. They put it down at the 20 where the foul occurred, so that'll move it back to the 30. That'll make it 2nd down and 15. Gall got 9 of those yards, so he, instead of a 2nd and short, it's going to be 2nd and long. 1:58 to go as they stop the clock on the penalty. So it'll be 2nd and 15. Quick huddle by Carthage this time, and now they'll look to the sidelines. Rogers comes in. 21-9, Carthage, trying to get another score in before halftime. Moore wide left. Rogers on the right side. Now he comes in motion. And they give it to him on the sweep, trying to get a block. Tries to turn the corner, cannot. I think if he had gone straight ahead, he would have gotten at least positive yards, but he tried to go around his blocker. And he ended up getting pinned down. It's going to be about a 3-yard gain, so 3rd down and 12. He did get positive yardage, but he could have went back across the original line of scrimmage on this set of downs. But instead of 3rd and less than 10, it's 3rd down, and they call it 14. Clock moves at 1:15. Jadwin rolling, now goes left. He's got running room. He'll go past the the 25, and he'll make the 23. So it'll be 4th down from there. And someone called a timeout. And Carthage calls it at 1:02 to go here in the half, which probably means they're going to figure out something that would hopefully make them a 1st down. Perkins got a field goal for Carl at 7:31 of the first quarter. That was when opening kickoff was taken to midfield, and Carl took advantage of it. That had a 3rd down and 4th down pass conversions on that drive. Then Bollinger picked up a fumble by Lindsay as he tried to return a high snap. He picked it up on the punt, and then he tried to run it upfield a little bit, did what he could, but then the ball popped out on the way down. And there's like 3 Bulldogs around there, and I think Bollinger was the one that came out with it. He ran in 16 yards, so it was 9-0 Carl Junction at 4:58, but then 2 plays on the next possession. Gall went 60 of the 62 yards on the drive. And then Gall went 52 yards at 10:33 of the second. Scored again at 4:34. Lead 21-9. Carl, since that 9-play drive for the field goal, they had the defensive touchdown, but they've had three and outs and a fumble on play number 1 of their last possession. 4th down. They need the 15. They had the last possession thwarted by a penalty. Hopefully this will not be the case here. They need to convert, though, on the 4th. Jadwin wants to throw. He will. Outside it is. Caught near the sticks, but it's going to be close. I'm not sure that he got it. They're going to measure, it looks like. It looks like he might have got it by the nose. The down indicator's already changed over to 1st down, but I'm not so sure. The catch and contact was made at the same time, then forced out of bounds. And one of the Carthage coaches is pointing 1st down, but he don't count. Now it's 1st down. Now the chain gang has to wake up and move down. They're still standing there. Now, there we go. It's usually the home folks of the chain gang, so I guess they didn't want to accept it. At the 15-yard line, new set of downs for Carthage. 57 seconds to go. Ball at the Carl Junction 15, trying to add to a 21-9 lead. Low snap. Goes to Gall, goes left, tries to turn the corner, and he makes the 10. Still plenty of time, 45 seconds. They keep the clock moving. Carthage has a couple of timeouts, and they're not really in a rush to stop the clock. Sounds contradictory, but you hopefully get the meaning. 2nd down and 5. Give it off to Gall. Looks for a seam. He's got it. Touchdown. He'll take it in from 10. 22 seconds on the clock. Very well done that time by the offense. Following the turnover, take it in 44 yards. Now a chance to make it 28-9. Low snap. Kinder's going to have to do something with it. And he's just going to have to, well, he rolls back to the right. Now he's going to throw into the end zone, overthrows. It hits the crossbar, actually the goalpost. So no conversion there as the bad snap. Snapping has been an adventure so far tonight. It led to one of the touchdowns for Carl Junction. In fact, their only touchdown. So 22 seconds left to go in the first. It's now 27-9 in favor of Carthage. We'll go ahead and stay here to finish out the 22 seconds. Welcome everybody on Boxcast and YouTube. You can go there 1490kdmo.com, but please don't do it while you're driving. Unless you've got one of those SUVs with something set up in the back seat. Then you still can't. If you're driving, you still can't look. Took a road trip a few years ago with some football fans to Kansas City and had one of those players, and we put in an Andy Griffith episode, and I said, well, you can't see it. He goes, I know what's happening just by listening to it. So I think we're all that way with the Griffith show. So. Of course, when he heard a line, he knew immediately what was happening and started laughing. So, Mejia will kick it off. Another pooch. It's going to be loose again. Still loose at the 46. And I think CJ got it this time. So they'll have a good starting point, but they have only 21 seconds to work with. It'll be at their own 48. Now you just don't want to give up some big play. Apparently CJ called a time, or there's an official timeout for some reason. The linesman was talking to Coach Buckmaster over here on our side, but so that could be what the delay's about. Whatever needs to be discussed. Now we have interference by the kicking team, so that doesn't happen very often, so I guess they're trying to reach in the rule book and figure out what the penalty for that is. Spot of the foul would have been the 47. I'm interested to see if this is a big one. It looks like it is. So it'll be a 15-yarder. And that puts it at the Carthage 38. Now you really got to guard against a big play. From the far hash, Merrill awaits the snap, and he gets it. Looking left, chased out, and he's going to break a tackle. He's down the sideline to the 30 and ran out of bounds on the Carthage side near a first down. That'll leave 14 seconds on the clock. Well, a chance here for the Bulldogs to catch a cheap touchdown. Now mark the ball at the 28. So that is a first down. And we have another whistle. And Carl calls a timeout. So I guess we're meant to take a break before the half. We'll take a 1-minute pause. Carl Junction has a 1st and 10 at the Carthage 28, 27-9. Carthage back here in 1 minute. Tiger football on Music Radio 93.5.
Tony Williams State Farm Insurance is a proud supporter of Carthage Tiger Athletics. If you've had life call an audible on you or just need better coverage, Tony Williams and his experienced team can help you get to the end zone with the best coverage for your specific needs. Auto, home, life, business, and more. In the office, over the phone, or online. There's several ways to get a free quote today. Tony Williams State Farm Insurance, located at 2232 Grand Avenue. Tony Williams says, "Go Tigers!"
Odds Food Products is proud of our student athletes and supports this broadcast of the Carthage Tigers. It takes everyone working together to make a great team, and that applies to Odds Food Products as well. You've known Odds' stellar reputation for over 70 years and appreciate the consistent quality of their salad dressings and barbecue sauces. Check out their products at your local grocery store. It's all good at Odds. Odds is glad to be a part of the Carthage community. Go Tigers, go Big Blue.
Trying to get rid of these final 14 seconds, hopefully without a Carl Junction touchdown. 1st down from the Carthage 28 for Carl Junction. Send 3 receivers right. Now we have a whistle. So we'll just sit here and figure this one out. It's a false start on Carl Junction. So that'll move it back to the 33. False start on the whole halftime, really. 1st and 15. Merrill, hey, we got a play underway. Goes left, fires it across. It's complete. Taken in by Piles to the 20. That's close to a 1st down, but not quite. Clock is stopped at 6 seconds, and Carl will use their last timeout. Next week, back home, it's homecoming against Neosho. And alternate back on the road, go to Webb City. Another home away from home game on that occasion. Yeah, next week will be more than halfway through. This is week 4. Right now, Carthage leading 27-9. As Carl uses up their last timeout, they have a 2nd down and about 2 yards to go. And you'd like to keep them between the lines and off the goal line. Is Carthage ready to go on defense, and now the Bulldogs finally break their huddle. I would say something toward the end zone. They might go underneath, but you run the risk of getting tackled. But Carl is very good at the hook and ladder, but it's kind of a short field to try that. Here is Merrill dropping, throwing over the middle, incomplete, and we still have 2 seconds. So they still have another chance. It looks like they're going to go for another field goal. It'll be Xavier Perkins. This would be a 37-yarder. Hit one to start the game at 31. And here's the approach. It's on the way, and it's going to be just good to the right upright. So Carl does get points, albeit 3, as the half closes with Carthage leading 27-12. We'll take a 2-minute pause and come back. You're listening to Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Staff at Grace Lanes, just east of the Carthage Square, wish the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics, but also in the classroom. They look forward to our young students achieving their goals and the promises of tomorrow. Grace Lanes is proud to be a part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and they remind you about bowling leagues on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday evenings and Saturday mornings. Or stop by for an ice cream and a smoke-free bowling experience Monday through Saturday. For more information, go to gracelanes.com. Go Tigers!
Just as an athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals, a business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
Is your office ready to be a workplace of the future? Does that mean whizzing around on hoverboards and robots answering phones? Maybe, but we'd suggest trying more useful technology first. Pierce & Kelly can set you up with tech that lets your whole team work from anywhere, collaborate on devices, and always have the information they need to do their job. Keeping up with technology can be stressful. We're here to simplify it for you. Whether your office has an internal IT team or not, we have options to fit your needs. Find us at pearsonkelly.com and let us make technology simple for you.
Wood, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram cheer on our Tigers. They want to recognize the hard work and sacrifices that the parents and coaches and their families make to help our student athletes be their best during and between games. And don't forget, the next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, keep Wood, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in mind. Parts, service, sales, and financing, everything in one place. Save a trip and shop Carthage. Wood, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, part of Wood Motor Company. A solid name you can trust. Go Tigers!
Jim Taylor back here in Carl Junction, and it is 27-12 Carthage after trailing 9-0 after the 4:58 mark of the first quarter. And you're in the midst of the Music Radio 93.5 halftime. And it's the usual 20 minutes the Carl Junction Band will be performing. So you can get a chance to see them if you're watching along Boxcast on YouTube. And if you're not, 1490kdmo.com, the place to go to look them up. And look at the scoring at 7:31 after the opening kickoff set up Carl Junction. Nice return to midfield. Perkins got a 31-yard field goal. They went 44 yards and 9 plays to lead 3-0. Carl Junction picked up a first down, but 3 plays later had to punt it on their first possession. The snap went over the head of Lindsey. He tried to chase it down. He did, but then he tried to advance it, and he fumbled on the way down. Bollinger picked it up for 16 yards on a fumble return. And not a good beginning for Carthage here as they trailed 9-0. Then at 4:08, they got back into it quickly. 2 plays, 60 of those 62 yards on the drive, a Luke Gall run. Made it 9-7. Carl on their next possessions, with the exception of this last one, went 3 and-outs and a fumble. So Carthage got the ball back quickly and took it. That was at the 37-yard line in their own territory, and that took only 3 plays, 63 yards, 52 on a Gall run to lead 14-9. Then they got the ball back near midfield. That was on their next possession, and Gall finished it off with a 2-yard run. They had a conversion there in that to keep it alive, 21-9, and then they got an onside kick, but the very first play from scrimmage netted a holding penalty. They never recovered from that. Carthage got the ball back after Carl Junction took it over on downs and fumbled on the first play, and Kinder picked it up. So Carthage right back in business. They went 8 plays and 44 yards at 22 seconds left to go, and that made it 27-9. Then in those last 22 seconds, we planted a corn crop, watched it grow, and harvested it all in those 22 seconds before the half ended. And Carl Junction got a 38-yard field goal to make it 27-12 at the half. Take another 2-minute break, and we'll give you some scores when we come back. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
I'm Adam Bridges.
And I'm Lauren DeBeauty, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent.
And we've got you covered through all of life's wins.
Go Tigers!
Manzer Family Medicine cheer on our Carthage Tigers. Dr. Manzer and staff know that striving for one's goals are the key to success in life, and they want our students to be the best both in and out of the game. Manzer Family Medicine is a comprehensive multi-specialty practice that is physician-owned and patient-driven. They have locations in Missouri and Kansas, with the Carthage Urgent Care open 7 days a week for you and your family when you need care the most. For more information, find them on Facebook or manzerfamilymedicine.com. Go Tigers!
Tom Garrison Construction knows what it takes to build a winning team. Hard work, commitment, knowledge, and accountability. Garrison Construction is a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger Sports and congratulates all of the student athletes on their hard work and dedication. Garrison Construction excels at remodels, metal buildings, roofing, and custom homes. Garrison Construction, serving Carthage and the surrounding area since 2006. Garrison Construction says, go Tigers.
Boomer's Barbecue at 1123 West Central Avenue in Carthage cheers on our Carthage Tigers. From the coaches to the parents and teachers, it takes a lot of effort to help our student athletes and the rest of the student body reach their goals. And Boomer's Barbecue salutes all who make our Tigers great. Boomers is proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast, and they thank you for your business over the years. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Carthage alumni Willie Wagner and the entire crew at Boomers Barbecue say, go Tigers, go Blue.
27-12 halftime here in Carl Junction. Carthage with the lead. They trailed 9-0 at 4:58 in the first, but come back until the last 22 seconds. Carl Junction put up a 38-yard field goal with no time on the clock after 27 straight points for Carthage. Looking at the scores, we have halftime. Joplin's added 2 touchdowns against Webb City, and they lead 14-2 over Webb City. Webb had a major injury last week, so they're struggling possibly on offense. I don't know if it's for the rest of the year, but right now they're feeling the effects of it, it looks like. Nixa taking care of Branson. These are halftime scores. 35-10, that's at Nixa. Republic 35-13 against Neosho. And there's our score, 27-12 Carthage. Ozark shutting out Willard 33-0. We go over to the Big 8. Kind of a surprise here. McDonald County at the half leads Nevada 14-6. Nevada was state ranked this week. So I tried to look down and read my writing. I believe they were number 3 in 4A, that's right. Marshfield is 20-10 against Monette. Reed Spring, they're also state ranked. They're beating Hollister at the half, 14-0. And Lamar and Seneca, I was wondering when this game was going to happen. Too bad it happened so early in the season. I was looking forward to a big build-up. But it's as advertised right now. Battle of 2As and conference people. It's Lamar 14, Seneca 13. At the half, Lamar came in rated number 1 in 2, and Seneca's at number 5. So right now, a missed extra point looks to be the difference there. Rogersville over Mount Vernon, 19-8. Cassville shutting out East Newton. That's 28-0. We go to some other area scores. Marionville 6-0 against Springfield Central. Diamond leading Miller 17-7. Sarcoxy 20 and Stockton 8. And we have Pierce City Ash Grove scoreless. Nothing really to report on the Springfield area schools. Kickapoo shutting out Waynesville 21-0. Camdenton, who is state ranked, they're taking care of Parkview, which is a district opponent for Carthage, 49-0 at the half. Lebanon, they're also state ranked in 5A. They're scoreless with Bolivar. Looks like that just got underway. And we have some independents. Pittsburgh and Labette County 14-all. And we have Jasper trailing Drexel right now 26-22. As we keep moving along here, some Oklahoma scores, nothing really to report there. Quapaw shutting out northeast of Crawford County, 41-0. Wagner over Grove at 14-7. Some Kansas scores. Independence 14-7 over Fort Scott. And Parsons 35-7 against Iola. Columbus playing Coffeyville tonight, no score. And Baxter playing Afton tonight, no score. And Galena trailing Girard 20-12. Frontenac trailing Bishop Ward 10-0. That looks like the scores for now. We've talked away a little bit here. It's 27-12 in favor of Carthage. They will have the ball to start the the third quarter. Jumped ahead of myself. We actually played the whole quarter there in the last 22 seconds, but seemed like it. But we will have another 2-minute break and come back here. We'll give you some of the state rankings and talk to you about that. Back here in 2 minutes. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Jeff Hodgkin at American Family Insurance, 800 South Garrison Avenue here in Carthage. Stop by my office or call 359-3399 to see how we can help you with your insurance needs. Wishing all students and faculty a safe and healthy year. Go Tigers!
The Russ Kennard Wealth Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors cheers on our Carthage Tigers. Financial advisors Ron Ross and Tony Kennard know that any successful team plans, works hard, and sets goals for the future. They want the best for Carthage's student body, who will be our community leaders in the coming years. The Ross Kennard Wealth Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors is proud to be a part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Go Tigers! Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer and non-bank affiliate of Wells Fargo & Company.
Local dentists Mark Westhoff and Carthage alumnus Katrina Wickland of Carthage Dental Associates cheer on our Carthage Tigers. They know that setting goals and working hard toward them are keys to every successful life, and they wish the Carthage student body and athletes the best of luck in the game and in the classroom. Carthage Dental Associates have been providing preventive and restorative general dentistry for you and your families for the last 20-plus years, and they're proud to be a part of the community and are grateful to be part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Go Tigers! Go Big Blue!
The love of a family is a very special thing. From the time we are children, it's our family that teaches us how to walk and how to talk, that gives us a sense of belonging. The wisdom of our grandparents is passed down through our parents and then on to future generations through our children. The love of a family never grows old. It just grows. A love that lasts forever. The Nell Mortuary in Carthage, locally owned since 1882.
See our ad in names and numbers.
27-12 Carthage at the half. And our little update scoring and otherwise and some of the local scores brought to you by Jeff Hodkin, Inside the Numbers, American Family Insurance. We're here at the Music Radio 93.5 halftime. We take a look at the softball team. We did their game against Webb City on Tuesday. It was a nice 5-inning ball game, 12-1. Big 3-run homer there by Hegworth in the bottom of the 4th inning, put it over the 10-run rule. They lost to Mack. That was on Wednesday by a score of 4-3. Don't know, there's no score on my little source here, but they supposedly played Willard yesterday. So they go to Branson on the 20th, to Nixa on the 22nd. Play Camdenton on the 24th and go to Rogersville on the 24th. And actually, that's where that Camdenton game is, I guess. And then the 26th, they go to Nevada. And we'll catch up with them again on the 27th as they'll play Carl Junction at home. And 2 days later, they'll play Republic home against Monette on October the 3rd. And we'll go all the way to the Carthage Varsity Tournament. That'll be October 7 and 8. In between that, a trip to Neosho on the 4th. Then the districts are the week of October 11 through the 15th. So the team as of yesterday came in at 10-9, had that losing streak they got through. Ended up winning 5 out of their next 7, but so they're back over 500 anyways. And last year they kind of peaked at the right time. They made it into the sectionals. So hopefully that will happen again this year. So we'll look at some of the football rankings. Go to 5A Carthage, Webb City. They're 1-2. Francis Howell out of the St. Louis area is 3. Country Day also from the St. Louis area. They're number 4. Lebanon, mentioned them, they're at 5. Jeff City Helias at 6. Fort Osage of Kansas City is at 7. And we have Holt High School, that's at number 8. And Camdenton comes in at 9 in 5A, and Timberland, they're at number 10. Look at some of the other classes. In Class 6, Joplin, they're in at number 8. Liberty North is the number 1 team. St. Mary's is number 1 and 4, Class 4. Nevada came in tonight. They're trailing McDonald County right now. They came in at number 3. West Plains, they came in at number 9. Class 3, Pleasant Hills at number 4. St. Charles Lutheran is at number 1. And the Spoof Hounds of Maryville, they're at number 6. Anytime you get a nice nickname like that, you got to mention it. And Reed Spring, they're winning tonight. They are at number 9 in Class 3. Mentioned Lamar, number 1 in Class 2. Jeff City Blair Oaks at number 2. And Seneca in at number 5. And quite a concentration of top 10s right there in north central Missouri. You've got Blair Oaks at 2. Then you've got Centralia, Bowling Green, and Macon all right there in the lower part of the pack. And in Class 1, Monroe City is at number 1. Marionville comes in at 4. Adrian at 5. Butler is tied for 6 with Gallatin and St. Vincent. So a lot of the area schools in the top 10 for the moment. Look at the Class 6 district standings point-wise. Carthage has a 45-41 lead over Webb City in the 1-2 rankings. So Carthage had the top seed last year and hosted that championship game against Webb. Next in line is Neosho. They're losing tonight. They had 37.33 points. Republic is in 4th place at 25.67. Willard is at 5 at 21 points. And Parkview, who's getting pummeled tonight by Camdenton, they have only 10.33 points in the Class 5 District 6 standings. So that, of course, prepares the seat, takes care of the seedings, and the first 2 get byes, and then 3 plays 6 and 4 plays 5. And I would say might stay as is. Of course, what happens 2 weeks from now is going to be the telling tale between the 2 teams there, Carthage and Webb City, who gets the top seed. Go back over the scoring. 7:31. Perkins got a 31-yard field goal for Carl Junction, made it 3-0. Then at 4:58, Bollinger picked up a fumble on a botched punt, made it 9-0 Carl Junction. Then 4:08, Gall came back with a 60-yard run, 9-7 Carl at the end of 1. At the 10:33 mark, Gall ran from 52 yards, 63 yards, 3 plays, made it 14-9. At 4:34, Gall a 2-yard run, 54 yards, 9 plays, 21-9. Then at the 22-second mark of the half, they scored after a fumble recovery, set him up at the Carl Junction 44. 8 plays later, Gall scored again. And then Perkins got a 38-yard field goal. Carthage had another pooch kick that they nearly recovered, then were called for interference on the catch. So Carl got a break and got the ball at the Carthage 38. They got a first down, but then 3 plays later had to kick. And Perkins from the 38-yard line, or actually from the 28, got a 38-yard field goal, so they had only a 10-yard drive. And it took them 5 plays to get the field goal. It's Carl Junction on the field warming up. Carthage was out first, and they're going through their little walkthrough, and they'll have the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So it was 9-7 after 1, but then 20 second quarter points after 7 in the first for Carthage gave them the lead at 27-9, but Carthage gave up that field goal there at the end of the half for a 27-12 score. Take another 2-minute break and try to talk our way into the second half. 27-12, Carthage back here in 2 minutes. Listening to Carthage football on Music Radio 93.5.
Your lawn is completely wild. It's time to bring in Turf Tamers and create a green turf that's calm and lovely. Turf Tamers will rid your lawn of the unwanted weeds and unsightly, funky grasses that have made your lawn the wild kingdom. Give them a call at 417-434-0810. When they arrive, you just leave it to them to tame that turf and have your neighbors admiring it. Turf Tamers, the name says it all. Turf Tamers, 417-434-0810. Bimdick Insurance is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Successful teams select great members, develop a solid game plan, and purchase the best equipment for the game. Bimdick Insurance applies this same philosophy when developing an insurance program to insure your Carthage Tiger family or business. When looking for insurance, the right agent for your team is Bimdick Insurance. Give Bimdick a call at 417-358-4007. Go Big Blue!
Zyder Tax Service loves cheering on our Carthage Tigers. Mike and all the staff know our student athletes have worked hard this year, and they give a big hand to everyone who has helped and encouraged the Tigers to have a successful season. Zyder Tax Services, serving Carthage and the surrounding area with tax planning and preparation for individuals and businesses, is proud to be one of the locally owned businesses that support your Carthage Tigers broadcasts. Join Mike Zyder, CPA, and the rest of Zyder Tax Services as they cheer on our Tigers. Go Tigers!
The owners, staff, and management at Sirloin Stockade wish the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics but also in the classroom. Sirloin Stockade knows that hard work and diligent effort are keys to achieving goals, and they look forward to those young students embracing the challenges of tomorrow. Sirloin Stockade is proud to be part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and they remind you to stop by before the game or during the weekend for a delicious meal that's just as good as home cooked. Sirloin Stockade, 1027 West Central in Carthage.
27-12 in favor of Carthage, as both teams are through with warm-ups, so we got to whittle down the next 2 minutes to go. So maybe we can get little updates on the scores. Probably everybody has ended up still at half, or maybe hopefully they'll just start, maybe have some kind of updates. We had Webb City trailing at the half over in Joplin by a score of 14-2. Seneca's went ahead of Lamar right now, 21-14. Webb City has scored but missed an extra point, so they're down 14-8. So obviously some of these teams have started second half play. Really the big surprise right now, McDonald County, who's a good ball team, they're at home. They're leading Nevada 14-6. We mentioned Nevada in Class 4 was at number 3 going into tonight. Other conference scores: Ozark 33-0 over Willard, and Republic 35-13 against Neosho, and Nixa 35-10 against Branson. No real other changes. I mentioned state-ranked Reed Spring 14-0 at Hollister. That hasn't changed. Camdenton, possible opponent down the road, they're leading Parkview at the half at their place, which is always a tough place to play, 49-0. Did a game down there years ago with just before kickoff, fog came rolling up from the valley and rolled onto the field, so it was almost like that game at Soldier Field years ago between the Eagles and the Bears, where at times you couldn't see what was going on down there. Carthage just now getting ready on their end. Carl Junction is still trying to get their kicking team out there. It'll be Perkins to kick it off. Carl will kick it off from right to left. Maxey and King will drop back for Carthage. I would not be surprised to have them short kick this one. And they will kick away. And it's taken at the 10. 15-20, got a break down the far sideline. Still going down to the 40, 45, 50. There's a flag. And the out-of-bounds play at the 44, but a late flag well behind the play is thrown back at the 28. So it looks like Carthage, not really a big hole, but they're definitely going to have a big swing of field position. Unless, usually there's a hold on the return every time, but now we have a hold on the kicking team. How about that? So scratch all that, as they will take it all the way to the 37-yard line. And they call it a personal foul, so that is a big one. But usually when you see something like that happen on a kick return, almost the old 9 times out of 10, well, I went with that and got burned. Tigers didn't. They set up at the CJ 36 on their first possession of the half. We'll make them pay for it. Carthage came in at 1-2, a mirror image of the record for Carl Junction. Jadwin will keep it. Try to turn back right. Bounces off a tackler, still churning. He'll move inside the 35 to the 33. So picked up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Ball just outside the 32. Receiver is Mejia out on the left. He comes in motion. Fake it to him. Give to Gall. Goes over left tackle. Makes the first down. If he gets a good spot. They've been a little iffy tonight. And it is a first down. Be between the 26 and the 25. Carthage trailed early 9-0. And then ran off 27 unanswered before Carl Junction got a field goal at the gun of the first half. CJ's only touchdown came on a fumble return. First down. Jadwin swings out right, wants to throw. Now he's going to keep. Heads for the corner, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. And he'll get good yardage out of all that. About 3, maybe 4. Put him at the 23, so 2nd and 7. He swung out wide right and had the option to throw, but decided to keep it and get what he could. Out on a wide left goes Moore. 2nd down and 7. Give to Gall. He goes up the middle, bounces off a tackler, moves to the 20 and hit to the 19. Set up a 3rd down. Need the 16 for the first. On the stop was Wyatt Osborne. Third and 3. Carthage has converted on some thirds on their drives. Converted 1 on a 4th. The first drive for Carl Junction, they had a 3rd and 4th down conversion, but they had to salvage for the field goal. 3rd down. Need the 16. And direct snap to Gall. Gets a block from Jadwin. And has to dive back at the near hash, and he will get short of the first down. So it'll be 4th down. And a full yard to go. Play number 5 coming up. And they try to go forward, and I think they blew it. There should be a false start. So I'm not sure what exactly happened there. The whole front line moved, and the ball wasn't snapped. So that's going to set up a 4th and 6. need the 16. From the far hash. 4th down and need 6. Mejia comes in motion. Low snap. Jadwin will roll right. He's going to throw. He's got a couple of men out there, and it's incomplete, intended for Willis. So Carl Junction holds 6 plays, and they turn it over on downs. Silly penalties. So CJ will start at the 21. Possession 1, they went 8 plays before settling for a field goal. Went 3 and out of the next 3. Fumbled on the next one. Went only 3 plays, but that was enough for a field goal the last time. Here's a handoff and back behind the line of scrimmage. It was Stark's hit, and Luke Gall made the stop. Turned him inside, and the teammates helped him out. No gain on the play. 2nd down. Receivers are left and right. Merrill at quarterback. Man comes in motion. They'll fake it to him. Merrill has an opening momentarily. He's up to the 25, taking people with him. He'll move to the 26. There's a flag. And I won't speculate on that one. That was in the pile, so it could be about 3 different things. Looked like it was the umpire who made the call. That's about where he would be positioned, where the flag is. Well, they are still discussing. We'll see if it's disgusting or good. Well, so far nothing. Illegal shift on Carl Junction. Oh, we have offsetting penalties, so we'll just play again. So it'll be 2nd down from the last time we played, which will be 10 yards to go. Yeah, where that flag was thrown, I kind of thought it might have been a face mask, but Carl called for moving too many men at the same time. 4 minutes gone here in the 3rd quarter. Carthage just turned it over on downs. Nasty 4th and short penalty caused him to turn it over. Could not convert. 2nd and 10. Man goes in motion. Merrill will roll left. He'll want to throw it out, and it's dropped. It'll be 3rd down coming up. Luke Gall on the coverage, intended out there for Jet Mills, but he never got a handle on it. So 3rd and 10. Ball at the 21. Carthage 27 unanswered points after trailing 9-0 at 4:58 in the first. Carl trying to stay in the game here and don't let them off the hook if you're Carthage defense. Man comes in motion. Merrill a high snap. Wants to throw again. He's going to air it out. He's got a man open out there, and it's going to be dropped by Bard, and a flag goes in late. Well, that'll keep the drive alive most likely. Looked like a good defensive play from up here, but if it is against Carthage, it'll be 15 from the line of scrimmage, but more importantly, Carl Junction will keep the ball. But they're walking back. Now they'll mark it off. So it'll be a 1st down at the 37. And that's probably just as well. If he calls the drop, that's just as well you'll take the penalty in that situation because that would have been a touchdown. Merrill again to throw. Pumps. They're going to try the same play down the left sideline. Leaping attempt incomplete. And that was intended for Ryder Piles. Clay Kinder throws both arms out saying, we got that one. Just not too many theatrics, please. They're a little more strict about it in high school. Just don't run to the end zone if something good happens. I can't stand that. It seems like 9 times out of 10, the defense will do that. They'll all run to the end zone, then the offense will turn it over 3 plays later. Back to throw on a second down. They're going to go through the air if they have to. And there is a catch made by Bard. First down into Carthage territory at the 48. So the penalty kept them alive for at least a new set of downs. And it's in Carthage territory. The offense for Carl Junction has done a good job in terms of moving the football. Here's a pass play again to Bard. He almost broke a tackle. He's inside the 40 to the 36. But the offense has managed only 2 field goals. Their only touchdown was a fumble return. They're moving the ball very well here following that third down incompletion, which turned into interference. Merrill in the backfield with Tony Stewart. 2 receivers to the right. Man comes in motion. And they'll give it to Stewart. Nope, the quarterback will keep it, and he is up straight ahead and makes a couple of yards. It's like Freeman on the stop. So it'll be second down. Give him a yard. (27 to 9). Pardon me, 27 to 12. Favor of Carthage. 3 receivers, and Merrill to throw. Goes out to the right side. It's caught across the middle, and he fumbles. Loose football. Somebody pick it up. Still loose. I think Carl got back on it. Back at the 32-yard line. Catch was made, and then a stick forced the ball loose, but there wasn't a Tiger nearby, so Carl Junction saves it for the moment. As they're at the 35. It'll be third down. And there's about 6 to go. (27 to 12) Carthage. Receiver comes in motion, and a whistle. Flags. And I think there was a false start. Delay a game. That's still 5 yards. So that'll put him back to the 37. So third down and 11. Receiver left and slot, and also another receiver to the right. Merrill wants to throw again. He'll roll and throw. Got a man open, but tipped. Like Kinder got a piece of it, or Davis Maxey. It'll be fourth down. So it was Kinder that got a hold of it, so need a stop here. 1 play. Fourth down and 11. 4:55 to go. So far a scoreless third quarter. Carthage up 27-12. And Merrill to throw. He'll look left. He'll fire, and it's incomplete. And it's dropped, and Carthage caught a break there. The official had his back to the play. He was out of position, and I think Carthage got away with a push. So, officials timeout. Carthage will regain possession as they take a water break. We'll take a 30-second pause. 4:55 to go in the third. 27-12 Carthage. This is Tiger football on Music Radio 93.5.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
Coming back, Bentley Roden was hit in the back as the ball arrived, and the official nearest to it had his back to the play. So nobody apparently caught it. Carthage gets it back. Here's a low snap. It's taken, and Jabwa's going to make something out of it. He breaks free to the 40, and he's to the 30 and to the 25-yard line. We'll see if that play stands. Everybody kind of froze for a second, but no flags, no stoppage of play. So a botched snap turns into a run all the way down to the Carl Junction 24. So a 41-yard run on all that. Willis flip-flops from right to left. Receiver left side. Gall gets the carry, has a hole. Has to shake past a man, does. Gets across the 15, near a first down. He'll be a yard short. We come to the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. Carthage, their second possession of this half, 6 plays and over on downs. A false start on a 4th and a yard turned into 4th and 6. Tried to pick it up through the air and an incompletion. Carl reached Carthage territory before the defense turned it back over for the Tigers. Goes to Gall, gets that first down, that's all he needed, and he moves to the 14. On the stop was Bollinger, who scored that fumble touchdown for Carl Junction. Well, I say first down. Now, no indication. They give him another bad spot. It's 3rd and short. A 3rd down, about a football to go. Splitting hairs here. Man in motion. Give to Gall. Has the first down this time. Taking people with him inside the 10. Still dragging tacklers inside the 10. Flag goes down in the crowd. And we'll have to speculate, but I won't say anything because this could go either way. Now, there is a rule about pushing a runner to help him, but it's going to be a face mask on Carl, so that'll be half the distance. That's the one thing I kept the reservation about there before, saying it probably would go against Carl, and it does on the face mask. You can push a pile nowadays. Used to you couldn't do that, but you can push a pile, but you can't grab the runner physically and push him or pull him, because that is still a penalty. But I'm not too fond of the pushing the pile, because that's when people get hurt, and they always talk about safety. 1st and goal. Here's Gall trying to go wide, and he's going to be in trouble. He breaks that tackle, heads for the corner, and he's got it. Touchdown. Comes from 4 yards out. So Mejia will try to get the extra point. They've had trouble with snaps on just about everything tonight. That's a better snap, and this kick by Mejia is strong, and it is good. So with 2:52 left to go in the third, Carl Junction now trails Carthage 34-12, and we'll take a 30-second pause. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Cleaners and Car Center of Carthage are proud sponsors of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. It takes a community to make a successful team, and our Tigers are no exception. Clothesline Cleaners, under brand new ownership, is a full-service laundry and dry cleaner right here in town. And Car Center of Carthage next to the Cleaners, where everyone is approved. At the corner of Garrison and Centennial, Clothesline Cleaners and Car Center of Carthage give a big salute to our Tigers. Go Blue!
The law firm of Webster and Carlton knows that it
63 yards, 5 plays, and that's the 17th touchdown for Luke Gall in 4 weeks. Well, the last 2 kicks for Carthage, one was a recovered onside, the other was another try at one, but they called interference on the catch. Mahia will try to go a little more distance this time, and he does so. Piles has it at the 15-20. Tries to get out of a crowd. He goes to the 28, and then he's pushed back. Kinder talking about pushing a pile. He finished everybody off. Eby was there, and Ryan Phillips. So first down at the 30. Well, I'm going in for an eye checkup next week, and I think some of these guys in the stripes need to do it themselves. That play was at the 28, and they put the ball touching on the 30. First and 10 for Carl Junction. Throw out to the right side, just ahead of the intended man, Malachi Moore, second down. Aiden Rogers on the coverage. So the clock stops at 2:43, and Carl, who's pretty much went to the air since trailing. Well, they led 9-0, but since they trailed by about 21-9, they've kind of given up the ground game. Slot right and receiver right. Back to throw. Again, they're going to go for it all down the left sideline. Jump ball, and it is intercepted. Davion King at the 32 of Carthage. Second Carl Junction turnover, and right back goes Carthage on offense. And since they're primarily ground, we can eat some time, hopefully. Carthage had one fumble. That was on a high snap that the punter, Lindsey, ran down. Then he tried to advance it, get what he could out of it. But then he fumbled on the way down. It was picked up by Carl for a touchdown. And all of a sudden it was 9-0 at that point. But since then it's been Carthage. They lead 34-12. Have the ball again. Another low snap. Here's Gall sweeping left side. Breaks through the first line, the second line, and he's off and running to the 50. Far sideline 45. Just tripped up at the Carl Junction 38-yard line. Now they move it back. I will agree with that one. The linesman got a little ahead of himself on our side, so I read him mistakenly. And it's the 41. Willis flip-flops. Jadwin will go up the middle. There he goes to the 30. Needs another block. 25, far sideline 20, and ridden out of bounds. They'll put him out at the 16. So first and 10 for Carthage. Since that 9-0 CJ lead, they've outscored them 34-3. And a chance for more. Give to Gall. Makes a cut right, goes up the middle, and he'll gain 3 yards. Gall will look like he can't do anything. Of course, he's capable of getting that short yardage, and he pretty much does go positive every time, but he'll look like he can't do anything, and then the next thing, wham, he's down the field. He'll lull you and then strike. 2nd down and 7. Ball at the 13, 1:18 to go, third quarter. Jadwin wants to throw, goes to the middle of the end zone, caught across the middle by Hudson Moore. Touchdown. Comes at 1:10 to go. And he was open, and Jadwin put it around the knees. And Moore rolled to it and made the catch. Extra point is a liner, and it's good. So now, with 1:10 left to go in the third quarter, it's Carthage 41 and Carl Junction 12. See if I can bring up some more scores. Check on that Joplin-Webb City game. As Carthage has opened up a big one here at 41-12. So we look at 17-10, so Webb City apparently went for 2 unless they have the second safety of the game. Looks like they have. 17-10, Joplin still leads though. That's in the fourth quarter. Well, it's rare to get a safety in one game. It looks like you've had 2 now. Let me check the quarter scores, and of course I can't get any cooperation. Yeah, it says 2 points fourth quarter, so Webb City with 2 safeties tonight, but they trail 17-10. So an unconventional way to get to 10 for them. Here is Mejia. Strong kick. Piles comes near side at the 10. Moves to the 15 and to the 20. He's got an opening, and he's tripped up at the 23, reaching back and putting the hand out there to trip him. That was Davion King, who had the interception just moments ago that set up the last touchdown drive. Ball at the 23 for Carl Junction. Now finding themselves down 41-12. Have an empty backfield. Merrill will keep it himself. He has an opening, and he comes across the 25, gets 5 to the 27. Luke Gall was there, along with Tavion Bailey. Second down and 6 yards to go. Homecoming next week against the Wildcats of Neosho, and then over to Cardinal Stadium in 2 weeks. Receiver goes wide right. Now confusion there on the CJ sideline and the huddle. They're down to 2 seconds and 1, and they finally get a timeout called. They couldn't get it deciphered out there, as Bentley Roden and the quarterback Dexter Merrill were just pointing to the sidelines saying, this, no, and I guess they were getting a no. And then finally timeout was called with about a half a second left on the play clock. Down to 18 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Back there to end that second quarter, kind of a similar situation, 22 seconds after Carthage had scored. And it took forever to play those last 22 before Carl Junction got a field goal to end the half. Beginning of that, we had a baby cousin, and he ended up graduating college by the time CJ kicked the field goal. Now we have another whistle. I told you. I don't think the officials were actually ready this time. Yeah, no flags, so that was it. So in other words, no pitch. Second down. Sweep goes to the near side and to the 30 and out of bounds. It was Kyler Stewart on the end around. Willis and Gall and King were over there, not to mention Freisinger. And that ends the third quarter. So after 3, Carthage leads 41-12. We'll take a 1-minute pause and come back. You're listening to Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
The law firm of Webster and Carlton knows that it takes more than athletes to make a great team. From the coaches and teachers to parents and extended family, it takes the entire community to support our student athletes and make the Carthage Tigers a success. Webster and Carlton is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tigers sports broadcast, and they salute everyone who are cheering for our Tigers. The law firm of Webster and Carlton, offices in Joplin, 417-781-5690. Go Tigers and go Big Blue!
Let Community National Bank and Trust be the co-captain of your team at home. As a proud sponsor of the Carthage Tiger broadcasts and a solid member of our community, Community National Bank and Trust can be counted on to provide you top-notch service. As a conservative and solid bank, they offer competitive loan rates and checking and saving accounts geared to reward you. Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. The local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to serve you. Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Jim Taylor back here in Carl Junction with happy news as Carthage leads 41-12, but I just got mad during the break. Cardinals are losing to Cincinnati 4-1. So they need to get that offense going again. But Milwaukee's trailing, so you just need Milwaukee to keep losing. Doesn't really matter what you do, but you'd like to see them win. Here's a throw across the middle. It is caught. Taken in by Stewart for a first down to the Carl Junction 42. So first down for Carl Junction. They're down 41-12. Back to throw. Throw dropped. Again, intended for Stewart. He was going out this time instead of across. So it'll be second down. Second down and 10. Receiver out left, 2 receivers to the right. Merrill to throw, looking, throws near side, and it's incomplete over everybody's head. Intended out there for Sam Hagerman. Coverage provided by Freisinger. 3rd and 10. Just about 30 seconds into the final quarter. Carthage outscored CJ 14-0 after first drive ended up over on downs, a 4th and short. A subsequent false start penalty took him out of that drive. Otherwise, they could have another 6-7 up there. Merrill rolling right. Chased and hit hard, but he gets away, throws, and incomplete. Just off the fingertips. I don't know if he would have come down in bounds. Again, Stewart, the intended man. So 4th down. A good job by Merrill. He was hit hard, but he managed to keep the football and at least got the pass away. So CJ looks to kick. Xavier Perkins has 2 field goals tonight. And he will do an approach. Fair catch taken by Kinder inside the 25. And that's where they'll put it down. So even though they really don't need to score, it'd be nice if Carthage can put together one of these long play drives. Because you know Carthage is looking at Carl Junction going every down passing. You pretty much got the game according to the scoreboard, and you just kind of want to, if you got the ball, let's eat the clock. Receivers left and right. Jadwin gives it off to Gall. Goes over right tackle, and he's open, and he's off to the races again to the 40, 45, shakes the tackler, cuts back midfield, and he loses everybody again and tries to go back to the 25, does so, still keeps going, faked a guy out, heads for the near corner, touchdown. Or you could score another touchdown. 75 yards. And it was not a straight line, so he ran more than that, but that pretty much puts the game away right there. 11:04 to go. And his 18th touchdown. Right now we are at 35, so no matter what happens here, the fast clock will be in motion when CJ gets the ball. A short snap, but they get it down. And it is up and good. 11:04 remaining. It's now Carthage 48 and Carl Junction 12. Nothing like a one-play drive. He did a lot of zigzagging. He made the first line of tacklers miss, and then he got open. It looked like they were going to get him around the 25. Then he put on an extra burst of speed there. Thought I heard the road runner there at the last because he turned it on and just made some separation and got a touchdown in the near corner. So Carthage, after trailing 9-0, has outscored Carl Junction 48-3. And we are at 36-point differential. It looked kind of not bleary at first. It was a little in awe there about the first 7 minutes of the game. Carl had a couple of breaks go their way and led 9-0. Here's a catch by Piles on the kickoff about the 8. Had to go backward to get it. Now he tries to swing to the near side, and he's hit at the 12. So he's dropped. One of the guys on the stop was Phillips. So CJ starts. This looks like their biggest hole of the night. It's going to be around the 12-yard line. We are in continuous countdown now. And we have a personal foul block, blindside. That's 15 yards, or probably half the distance here, but nonetheless, it's at the 6-yard line, so they did mark off a big one. Running back is in the end zone right now, 2 yards deep. They'll hand it off and get to the 4. They'll lose yardage. Arlen Wakefield into the ball game, and he made minus yards on that play. So 2nd down and 13. Coming down to 9 minutes remaining in the game. 48-12, Carthage. Hand off, and to the left side they go, and in a pile. Wakefield again. And he'll gain nothing again. It'll be 3rd down coming up. Willis made the stop. A lot of the ones still in there for Carthage. So 3rd down and 13. And the headlights are popping on here at Carl Junction in the parking lots. Receiver goes in motion, fake one, give to another. Here's a helmet coming off, and here's the run. I thought that was a football for a second. They run it straight ahead across to the 7, and that's about it. Somebody's helmet came flying off, and I thought it was the football for a second, and then the quarterback kept it and went straight ahead. There was a flag on the play. It was motion, and that's declined, so it'll be 4th down. So the punting team back on for Carl Junction. Kinder, who's been very good tonight, not a lot of yards, but he's made the right decisions on these punts. His kicking game is one of the strong suits of Carl Junction, as Perkins kicked 2 field goals, and he's been very good punting the ball away. Stands about 5 yards into the end zone. And they put a little pressure on. Line drive kick, and Kinder lost control of it this time. I bragged about him, and now the ball is loose. And CJ got it. Well, that's a case where you didn't need the ball to begin with, and you get the cheap turnover to Carl Junction. Play it where it lies and get the ball back. So it'll be from the 30. Fortunately, it's still in CJ territory. Under 8 to go. 48-12, Carthage. The handoff goes over the left side, and breaking for about 5 is Lopez Derman. As we see some substitutions coming in on both sides. Looked like it was Meadows who made the stop. The gain of 7 and 2nd down and 3. Still have Merrill at quarterback. Man comes in motion, a high snap. Handoff, and over the left side for a 1st down is Lopez Derman again. Stop made by Bailey, but it's a 1st down. Ball at the 44-yard line. Carthage will go to 3-1 and 1-3 for Carl Junction. Carl played pretty stiff on defense that first half, but just got shredded by Gall as the game went along. Runs of 60, 52, 2, 10, 4, and 75. Here's a pass out in the flat, 40-45, and at the 49-yard line, about a 6-yard gain out of it as Aiden Rogers takes down the receiver, and he's slow getting up. Didn't catch the number of the receptionist. He is still trying to get up on the Carl Junction sideline. I believe that's Bard. It is. He's had a good game, but he's one of their weapons. So hopefully he'll be ready to go again next week. 2nd down and 6. 5:40 left to go in the game. 48-12, Carthage. Handoff this time. Derman gets nothing. Freeman meets him along with Meadows. So 3rd down, a little bit less than 6. Ball at the 49-yard line. Two receivers left. Merrill to throw. Fires. It is through the hands and then almost on a carom picked off. Went through the hands of Ryder Piles and looked like Aiden Rogers had a half a shot at it, but it came up on him a little quickly. So another punting situation for the Bulldogs. It'll be Perkins. And they let him kick, a high kick, spiraling. Lands at the 30 and will roll to the 20, now the 18. But the clock will continue to go. Now we have an official's timeout for a water break, and we're at the fast clock and 4:16 to go. Okay, come back here in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football Music Radio.
Builders is rooting on all our Carthage Tiger student athletes. J Builders LLC has over 25 years of experience and quality work. They provide a variety of construction services, including new home design and construction, home additions, and many more general contracting services. J Builders takes pride in their work and strives for excellence and timely completion of work on every job. For estimates and questions, please call J Builders at 793-1432 today. Tiger alum Justin Holsworth and everyone on the J Builders team says, Go Tigers!
As they have to, one per quarter, and they just forgot to do it. So we're at the 18-yard line. 48-12 Carthage. As the Tigers break their huddle, and they'll head back, try to run some clock off. One first down ought to do it. And we have different personnel in there. It's like Brady Carlton's at quarterback, Eby probably in the backfield. They'll fake it, and Carlton will take it. He moves across the 20, spins, goes to the 25. Nice run. Stop made by Lopez Derman. He made a couple of good runs on the offensive side moments ago. Gain of 7 by Carlton, 2nd down and 3. So we're under 4 minutes to go. Receivers go left and right, but that's pretty much irrelevant right now. And they give it off to Eby, goes right, gets a first down, crosses the 30, push back at the 31. So there's your first down. As the Tigers will try to finish off this game to go 3-1 on the season and heading back home to play Neosho. Neosho was trailing last check. Receivers go to the right side, one to the left. Carlton takes the snap, and he'll keep. Flag on the play. We have a stoppage. Must have been a false start. Otherwise, they would let that play go and call illegal motion, which what I thought it was going to be. And it is a false start. So that'll move it back to the 26. So it'll be first down. Now with 15 from the 26-yard line. Tight end goes from left to right. They'll go the other way. Nope, Carlton will go right. Played the fake on my part. And Carlton gets most of the penalty yardage back. It'll be 2nd down and 11. We come up on 2 minutes remaining. And fortunately, we have CJ guy limping off right now. You hate to see injuries, of course, anytime, but especially this far into the game. 31-yard line. Minute 45 to go. 8 seconds on the play clock, and they'll try to milk it down. Carlton's going to throw, and here's another stoppage. I think the running back's what's the problem is he's jumping before the snap. And they're stopping play. Most generally, that's illegal motion, but they've called it on the false start the last 2 times. So they'll back it up to the 26. Restart the clock at 1:35. Waiting for the snap. They swing it out to the near side. Caught down the near sideline, 30-35 to the 36-yard line. Goes Langston Morgan. That's near first down. The linesman on the far side has him for first down. The one on the near side says it's good, I think. They're going to measure. Nope, they're going to say first down. That should pretty much do it because we're now at 55 seconds to go. So they'll have to snap it one more time. Carlton hands it off. Nope, he'll keep it again. Boy, if he plays anymore, I'm going to be lost. He's good on the fake, and he moves across the 45 to the 47. And that should be it. Barring flags or CJ stopping the clock for any reason. So we're down to 15 seconds left to go, and that's going to do it as Carthage will win it after trailing 9-0 at the 4:58 mark of the first quarter. Come back, outscore them 48-3 the rest of the way. Final score, Carthage 48 and Carl Junction 12. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
At Carthage Water and Electric Plant wishes the Carthage Tigers a great season, not only in sports but in scholastics as well. As your public power utility, we know the value of teamwork will pay dividends as our youth enter the workforce and their professional careers. Let's stay community powered and cheer on our home team to win. Carthage Water and Electric Plant encourages you to get out and support our Carthage Tigers. Bimedick Insurance is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Successful teams select great members, develop a solid game plan, and purchase the best equipment for the game. Bimedick Insurance applies this same philosophy when developing an insurance program to insure your Carthage Tiger family or business. When looking for insurance, the right agent for your team is Bimedick Insurance. Give Bimedick a call at 417-358-4007. Go Big Blue! In athletics, keeping score is required to separate winning from losing. In business, accounting is the art of keeping score of financial matters. The team at the certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be your financial score-keeping specialist. If your current method of keeping score doesn't measure up, call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090 to determine if professional accounting will benefit your business. Properly designed accounting and payroll services are an investment that will keep your business in the winner's circle. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
Carthage alumni and lifelong resident Levi Utter with eXp Realty has been helping the folks of Carthage and surrounding communities with all of their real estate needs since 2014. Striving to meet the needs of his clients and helping them achieve their goals is what his business is built upon. Give him a call today at 417-540-6565 to see how Levi can help you with your next move. Levi Utter with eXp Realty wishes all the Carthage Tiger student athletes a healthy and successful school year during the sports season and in the classroom. Go Big Blue!
Jim Taylor back here in Carl Junction, and they didn't like the score. They've already turned it off. And 48-12 is the final, as Carl Junction got out to a 9-0 lead at 4:58 to go. We'll go through that here in a moment. You're listening to the post-game show, Music Radio 93.5 post-game, and it didn't start out well for Carthage. 7:31. Perkins got a 31-yard field goal. That was after the kickoff was returned to midfield, and they led 3-0. And then Carthage went one first down. 3 plays later, had to kick. The snap went over the head of Lindsey. He picked it up, and he tried to advance it best he could, but he fumbled, and Bollinger picked it up, ran it in 16 yards. So at 4:58 to go in the first, it was Carl Junction 9-0. Then Luke Gall kind of got everything righted for everybody and calmed the seas as he scooted 60 yards across the waters and 62 yards 2 plays to make it 9-7. And then CJ went on three and outs their next possessions, and then Carthage took advantage of it with Gall a 52-yard run. Made it 14-9, 63 yards 3 plays. And at 4:34, a 2-yard run by Gall to make it 21-9, 54 yards 9 plays. And then CJ fumbled, and they ended up taking it in there on the 10-yard run by Gall at 22 seconds. Carl Junction got an interference on the catch on the kickoff, and then another play got him down to striking distance. They got a 38-yard field goal. It was 27-12 at the half. Third quarter, Carthage got the ball, turned it over on down 6 plays, and then got the ball back. Gall went on a 4-yard run, 63 yards 5 plays. 34-12. At 110, Moore caught a pass, 68 yards 5 plays at 110. 41-12, and then Gall finished it off 75 yards on the run, and that was a 1-play drive there, and that made it the final score of 48-12. We'll take a 2.5-minute break, and we'll come back with a few more stats and some scoring updates. You're listening to Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
In 78, Reeves Tire and Automotive has been servicing the repair, tire, and wheel needs of the 4 states, offering a full line of tire industry top brands at competitive prices and car and truck repair with superior service and experience that can't be beat. Reeves Tire and Automotive is located at 2504 Grand Avenue and open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Get rolling with Reeves and get rolling with the Carthage Tigers. Go Big Blue.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
Drew Evans Investment Companies of Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut cheer on our Tigers. They're proud to be part of this Carthage Tigers broadcast. Hard work, diligence, and persistence give big rewards in life. So make it count, Tigers. The owners and employees at Whistler's and Daylight Donut want only the best for our Tigers and the entire student body. Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut. Dine in or carry out at all locations in Carthage. Go Tigers. Go Big Blue. Sponsored by Drew Evans Investments.
Is your office ready to be a workplace of the future? Does that mean whizzing around on hoverboards and robots answering phones? Maybe, but we'd suggest trying more useful technology first. Pearson Kelly can set you up with tech that lets your whole team work from anywhere, collaborate on devices, and always have the information they need to do their job. Keeping up with technology can be stressful. We're here to simplify it for you. Whether your office has an internal IT team or not, we have options to fit your needs. Find us at pearsonkelly.com and let us make technology simple for you.
Tom Garrison Construction knows what it takes to build a winning team. Hard work, commitment, knowledge, and accountability. Garrison Construction is a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger Sports and congratulates all of the student athletes on their hard work and dedication. Garrison Construction excels at remodels, metal buildings, roofing, and custom homes. Garrison Construction, serving Carthage and the surrounding area since 2006. Garrison Construction says, go Tigers.
Back with our Music Radio 93.5 post game, and we'll look through some scores real quick. I thought they had Webb City posted with 2 safeties in the game, but they did not get 2 safeties. They only scored 8 points, and Joplin beat them 24-8. So we do have some more finals as opposed to this one here, which saw Carthage win 48-12 over Carl Junction. Ozark shut out Willard 40-0. Nixa took care of Branson 56-17. And Neosho kind of making a comeback, but they've given up 56 to Republic, and Republic leads that one late, I'm sure, by now 56-34. And looking over any other games, check that Nevada score, see if that's changed a little bit. It's 27-26 Mack County in the fourth quarter. Then I'll go to that Lamar Seneca game, see where that's at, and then we'll take a break. And they change positions on these all the time. You think you got the right order of games, and then they come in and they switch them around. And I can't get that Seneca game to come up at any time. So just leave it in limbo there, I guess. Luke Gall now has 18 touchdowns in 4 weeks, and he scored tonight from 60, 52, 2, 10, 4, and 75. So a lot of numbers there. Hopefully we'll have some more stats for you next week. And any stats this year brought to you by Jeff Hodkin, American Family. And we'll hear from him. Come back here in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Jeff Hodkin at American Family Insurance, 800 South Garrison Avenue here in Carthage. Stop by my office or call 359-3399 to see how we can help you with your insurance needs. Wishing all students and faculty a safe and healthy year. Go Tigers!
48-12, Carthage wins it. They trailed 9-7 after 1, 27-12 at the half, 41-12 after 3. Added a final touchdown in the fourth to make it 48-12. And got a lot of plays to consider, but we'll give you one that kind of turned the game back to Carthage's way. It's brought to you by Wilkinson Pharmacy. We'll be back with their play of the game in 30 seconds. Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Pharmacy is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers and tonight's play of the game. It takes hard work, good practice habits, and dedication to succeed in sports and in life. And everyone at Wilkinson Pharmacy is proud of our Carthage Tigers for all their efforts on and off the field. Wilkinson Pharmacy and their knowledgeable staff work hard to bring you the best possible products and services every day. So go see them for all your pharmacy needs. Located at 2017 South Garrison, or give them a call at 358-4840. Wilkinson Pharmacy says, go Big Blue.
Wilkinson Pharmacy play of the game came at 4:08, 58 seconds after Carl Junction got a fumble return to go up 9-0 at 4:58 of the first quarter. Then on the second play, a drive that started on the 38-yard line, Luke Gall took it 60 yards for the touchdown. That made it 9-7, and then it's got it rolling from there. Gall scored 3 more times in the second quarter to open the lead to 27-9. They led 27-12 at the half. He scored 2 more times. Hudson Moore scored a touchdown in the third quarter. So Gall scored a third and fourth quarter touchdown. So his first of many tonight was that 60-yard run and got Carthage righted back because they were pretty wobbly after that fumble return. And came out and answered it very nicely and ended up winning convincingly, 48-12. Next week we'll be on the air back home with Neosho coming in. And we'll be on the air around 6:45 for that. Thanks to Ron at the studio keeping us going over there. And for Caleb here on the cameras, our final score once again, Carthage 48, Carl Junction 12. We'll talk to you next week from home. And this is Good Night from Carl Junction.
Thanks for joining us for Carthage Tiger Football on KDMO and the Carthage Tigers Sports Network.
We'd like to thank our proud sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Garrison Construction, Peachtree Dental, Lauren DeBeauty and Adam Bridges of Farm Bureau Insurance, Reeves Tire, Boomer's Barbecue, Tony Williams of State Farm Insurance, Law Office of Webster and Carlton, Sirloin Stockade, Zyder Tax Service, Kelly Ott of Farmers Insurance, Community National Bank and Trust, Dr. Manzer, Wood Ford, Wood Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bob Brown of American Family Insurance, Ott's Food Products, Joe Ryder of Edward Jones Investments, Levi Utter and eXp Realty, Fair Acres Family YMCA, Missouri Southern State University, Jerry Poston of State Farm Insurance, Schmidt CPAs and Advisors, Nell Mortuary, Beimdick Insurance, Turf Tamers Lawn Care, Carthage Water and Electric, Ross Kennard, Wells Fargo Investment Advisors, Carthage Area McDonald's, Grace Lane's Bowling Alley, Daylight Donut and Whistler's Hamburgers, Clothesline Cleaners, Car Center of Carthage, J Builders, Carthage Dental Associates, 24-Hour Fitness, Probert Auto, Jeff Hodkin of American Family Insurance, Wilkinson Pharmacy, Roscoe's.
And thank you for joining us on KDMO and the Carthage Tigers Sports Network.